All right, guys, so today we're going to work on the CG5. We got to do a cooling system on it, so we're going to do a full cooling system on it. We're going to put a new radiator in it, new cap. This fan was already replaced. We are going to replace this one. It hasn't came in yet, but we got to get this done. We have some silicone hoses we're going to put on it from Flash Art, so I'll leave a link in the description for those. And then we're going to put a new thermostat on it, new gaskets and seals for all the stuff, flush it out, clean her out, and get this thing running good again. I mean, it still runs good. This is just maintenance on it. Not up with the radiator. We're just replacing everything to keep the car up to date and make sure it's running good and stuff. You know, it's the daily. My wife's in this car. My kids are in this car, you know, so I just want to make sure they're safe. So, because the most important things in life is God and your family. So I'm just going to keep pushing. So as you guys can see in here, this thing is not the prettiest looking thing. I don't know how good y'all can see that. And then it's just like all in here is just like really dirty and rusty. So we're gonna clean her out, put new thermostat, new seals on everything, and hoses and clamps, and get it right. So we got a drain pan right here. We'll slide this baby under here and maneuver around useless AC lines. Get that peacock loose. There we go. So I wish we weren't in cold season anymore. Is there anything even in this, girl? There it goes.
Yes, it's been full.
I wish we were out of cold season so I can get rid of this coolant. I hate running coolant in cars. I like using distilled water and water wetter in my cars. You know, when it gets in the negatives here and in freezing weather, we gotta have it. So we'll get this flushed. When that's flushing, we'll start unbolting the fans and taking things off here. So let's get to work. All right, guys, so make sure when you pull your old radiator out that the little bushings on the bottom are off, because you need them because they sit down in there, you know. And then your radiator's out. Simple. We'll head to the parts store and go pick up all these parts. All right, guys, so we got the radiator here, thermostat housing, and new clamps. Obviously, with every new radiator comes with all the hardware stuff you need. So we'll go ahead and assemble everything on this one, please. Just slide into here, lock in just like so, and this is to hold all the fans on, you know. Make sure your peacock is tight. We didn't get a new radiator cap because they didn't have one in stock, but we did order it. We'll just have to put that on off camera, but we did order a new one. So I think before we stick the radiator in here, we'll go ahead and I want to flush it a little bit, at least get some of the stuff out. And then we got to get this put on here. She wants to put this back on. I never use them. Just extra weight. You need all the weight you can take off of these Hondas, man. Especially when it only makes 82 horsepower, man, until you hit VTEC and it makes 92. We'll go ahead. We're just going to pour some water in the hose, kind of like flush it through. And put this down here where it can kind of like hopefully land down in there. All right, we're just gonna have a couple bottles of water filled up. Let's see what it does. Ideally, a hose would be great to do this, but I don't have a water hose. And our spigon's on the back of the building, so hoping this will push through. If not, might have to take the thermostat out. Seems like this hose is just filling up though. Yeah, there it goes. We'll go. Oh yeah. Chug, 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 chug. Does your car play beer pong? Mine don't either. It plays water pong. It'll be a lengthy process. Let's go ahead and we'll get all these hoses off, get the thermostat housing off, swap this thermostat out, and go from there. All right, let's go ahead and get this hose off here. Nothing's wrong with these hoses, guys. Just, we got better ones. As you guys can see in here, it's all rusty. So kind of why we want to swap all this stuff out. Really would like to get a water hose in here or something and have pressure blown through it, but with the thermostat being in here, it's not going to be too very much easy. I'm gonna get me a Phillips screwdriver, then we'll get this hose clamp off and get this hose out of the way. Let's see if this will work on here. Get on out of there. Alright, and then we got 2 10 mils. Hopefully we can do this without having to worry about this in this area.
Oh, yum.
And we stand. There it is.
There's all that water. Yeah, that's been needing to be replaced, it looks like.
The crazy thing is, we put this in here when we rebuilt this engine. Let's go ahead and swap out this thermostat and get that section all put back together and then go from there. Hey, look, the lovely old radiator cap. Right, that's on there. Walk that baby around. And also, guys, when you put a thermostat on, this part, the little nipple pressure relief valve, always goes to the top. That's to release pressure. You have it like this and it's submerged in your fluid, you'll have overheating issues. Make sure that's pointing arriba, up to the top, old and new. And also put the gasket on backwards. We'll fix that. It's an easy job. You'll get that on them big jobs. And always remember, if you have spare hardware and stuff like that, you did the job correctly. So if you don't have spare screws and stuff, you didn't do it correctly. That puppy back in there, so. And this. All right, guys, remember, you are tightening the screw that's going into aluminum on aluminum. So don't take it down to Pound Town. Just run her down in there and then go back by hand and snug it tight, just so you don't crack the housing or strip where the bolt will go into. So I'll get a ratchet on there and tighten it up with a ratchet. All right, guys, so like I said, get a ratchet on there. You don't gotta snug it, tighten it, but don't try and break it or strip it out. So just run them down until they're snug, you know? All right, I'll call that good. Now we'll get this plug back on. Boom, boom. So that's there. Now for the good parts. All right, guys, so we got some silicone hoses from Flat Shark. I'll leave the link in the description. This isn't a sponsored video from them or anything. We actually bought these just because they're so cheap. It wasn't worth doing a sponsored video on it. But I'm still going to shout them out and everything just because they are a sponsor of mine and a newer company trying to get going and stuff. And they actually have really good quality stuff. I mean, these are budget parts. So, I mean, you're not buying $300 silicone hoses, you know? I'll leave the link to this in the description. I believe this kit is so $40 for these hoses. I think they're like $38 or something like that. And if you use the discount code and that link, click the link, it'll take you directly to these. And use discount code CDGFAM. Save you guys, what, 15%? But yeah, saves you all some money, you know what I'm saying? I believe this will go just like so, baby. Boom, boom, you know? This one will go here, or here, or here, or here. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and slap the radiator in and get all the hoses connected to everything. Keep on chucking, baby. Let's get this baby in here. I already did put those garments down at the bottom for it. Boom, boom. Look at that. And now we'll put this one there. This one we just, how the previous person has it, with just like a tap on or something in there. Slides over, push it down. That baby's locked down. Let's get these fans all on here. It's easy to put all this together without the hoses in the way. On and on and on. Now, this fun. Pretty good. Now, go ahead and route this back around. Got one plug there, another plug there. That goes here. Alright, guys, so I'm hoping this gives us more power. because it says nitro on it, and hopefully it makes this car faster because it says 4x4. I would take all-wheel drive over 4x4, especially on a Honda. Yeah, if you guys want to see an all-wheel drive, the world's first all-wheel drive CG on the channel, you know, you can just subscribe and watch all the videos. So that will help, you know. You can buy some merch. You know, we got stickers too, you know. But so this is gonna go from here to here. Seems a little short. Sure this is for our car? I don't know. I'll definitely say this is not correct. Alright guys, so we figured out what's going on. We put in the year, make, model for our car. It is for a CF, not a CG, which is the JDM model for like if you have the H22 or F20B. They will work. They're just gonna be a little tight here. So we're still gonna run them, and then I'm gonna reach out to them and tell them, hey, you know, what's going on with this upper one, so they can try and make a different kit that this hose is a little longer on, because it's literally just too short. So, but they still will work. It's just gonna be a little tight. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get this one on back here. Get that going down there. Yeah. Okay. Get a ratchet on there in a minute. Put it on like that, just so it don't move around. Slice my finger. But I gotta cover it up because of YouTube, you know? And where's that other hose clamp that we had? Here. Might have to get underneath here to route this one. Bada bing, bada boom. Ready to go. Can you push the hose from the top? Alrighty. This would be so much easier if my wife didn't like lower cars. Alright. I can't get in here. This is not the most comfortable position, and it's definitely really hurtful and painful on my face. So that's on there. Next, Nitro 4x4. Get a little tighter by hand right here so I don't like move around on you, so it's easier to handle. And then this one over here, a little snug on there, so don't move around all over the place. Let's tighten up one side, and then we'll do the other side. We're gonna have to stretch her out a little bit. Now me. These 4x4 clamps, Nitro 4x4 clamps can't handle the Honda power. Yeah, they just need to be 2-3 more inches longer, and it'll be, you won't have this. I would say 4 inches to be on the safe side. Get an 8mm socket and get those all snug and tight, and then put the overflow tank on and all that stuff. You know, get her filled up with some fluid. I'm not tightening it all the way with these, just running it down. All right, everything is on, tight. Put this on. All right, guys, so we got some coolant here. This is full strength. We got distilled water. So one of these will make 2 gallons. So we're gonna split it up, half in here, and then distilled water. Let's see that wind wants to pick up to mess us up. All right, go ahead. Oh, my knee. Old people things, guys. Whew. Let's see. I wish I had one of those like burping funnels, like bleeding funnels. She burped at me doing it on its own. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so we've been here for about 30 minutes or so, letting it kind of like do its own thing. So the thermostat has opened, it's gone through heat cycles and stuff, so both hoses are warm. We cleaned up this radiator cap the best that we can until we get the new one. I think we get it tomorrow, so we just put it on there tomorrow. But hoses are on, new radiator's in, kind of flushed. New thermostat. So yeah, once we get the new radiator cap, we'll go ahead, but you can see it's pulsating, it's spinning in there, it's doing what it's supposed to do. So it's gonna spit up because there's no cap. The cap, when it does that, it releases pressure into the overflow, so that's normal. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put the cap on her, shut her off, and let it cool down, and then we'll check it again. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cap her up, and then let her sit, and go like fully cool down. We'll check the fluids at that point, top it off if it needs to be topped off, and she was good. But yeah, I think pretty much a success. You got a new radiator in there, new hoses, new thermostat. We got all of that done. We also have the flash shower headers looking pretty in there. So I'll reach out to them about this. It's not anything on their end at all. We didn't read the fine print. Well, not even fine print. You just put year, make, model, and you know. And we saw it was there. We're like, oh, we'll just order these up real quick because we wanted to do this anyway. So we're waiting for these to come in to do it, you know. But yeah, so this, if you have a CG chassis with an H swap or an F20B, this is exactly what you need because the H head is that little bit wider. You know what I mean? So, but for it to run with a single cam, it has to be a little longer. So I want to see they'll do where there's like two options there. Well, they'll have like these hoses will work for F23, like single cam or dual cam, you know what I mean? So you have your two options of your case, of your H swapped or not, you know, or if you're all about that single jingle. So yeah, we'll let this sit and cool down and we'll come back out and stuff. There's more to do on this car, but different video. So until then guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Check out the links down below. Flash Shark links down there. Max Pinaroz's link is down there. Check them all out. Check them out. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and God bless.